Yes, yes, yes. That's a wind. It made noise. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Motorcycle Rewind. And today we're back with our 1972 Honda ST90. And in the previous episode, we got this guy, it was partially disassembled, mainly the guts in the middle and under the seat. And then we determined that we had a bent intake valve, and we went looking for one. And come to find out, I found one, and we put it in, and it doesn't leak. So now we're gonna put this guy back together and see if we can get this guy to run for the first time in who knows how long. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna clean up the cylinder just to make sure it's all nice and clean. I'm gonna use my brand new Katurk R4 Max little cordless rotary tool. And I love this just because I'm not tethered to anything. And now I'm just gonna go ahead and clean this up. It's got different speeds. I'm just gonna make sure there's no sticky stuff in there, meaning little surface rust or anything like that. Just gonna go quick on here. And it's great. This tool is perfect for this because I don't have to worry about a cord. And you can win this. All you have to do is type "I want it" in the comments and you could win it. We're going to do a drawing once we ride this ST90, so hopefully it won't be long. Maybe a couple of videos left before that, but yeah, just cleaning it up really good just to make sure that that cylinder is good. And this guy comes in handy. If you remember, we had the cordless plastic welder from Katurk, and it worked out great. I mean, this engine looks to be in good shape, except for it had a bent valve. The rings are unstuck, so this will be pretty good. Let's take a look at it and see. We may have a little bit of surface rust on it, and we'll go back through it, but it looks pretty good. And remember, to win this Katurk rotary tool, cordless, go ahead and type "I want it" in the comments down below, or click on the link below and you could go get one right now. Yeah, just working these guys in. Okay, so we have the cylinder on. Now we're gonna put this, our cam chain guide on. And this is just finding your way till you feel it thread in. It's not hard, just gotta do it. Now I can remove my safety wire because I don't have to worry about my cam chain falling into the case. Okay, so I'm still gonna need a little bit of some safety wire just to be able to pull this guy through. So I've got my copper gasket. Okay, we got it in there all the way. Now it's time for this guy. I think, I didn't read the instructions, but I think that's the next one. That's the next logical one. Okay, now that you get your cam in all the way, I can get my safety wire out because now I don't have to worry about this. Okay, so first step, setting our pointer here at top dead. Then we can go ahead and line up our sprocket here too. You got a dot right here, so that's what we're going to do. So let me show you. So we're going to line up this, it's on my finger, this dot right there with this. There's a line right there. I think you should be able to see it right on the inside. There's a line right there. That's our mark here. We're going to make sure everything is set up right there. We're already on top dead here, so that we'll get this guy on and then we'll finish putting it together. Okay, since I like to do things multiple times, we forgot that you had to put the sprocket in first. Sometimes, you know, sometimes you get it right, sometimes you get to do it again. I think I'm pretty close with my dot here. I may be one tooth off, but let me go ahead and start working my cam in, and then we can see where we are. Our dot is right here. Our mark is right here, so I think once it pulls up, I think we'll be in the right spot. So let's make sure we're back on our timing marks where they go, and then let's check it. This guy needs to come back a little bit right there. There, that's it. And then let's check our other one up here and put our nuts, our screws in, our bolts in, whatever it's called. Yeah, we are right on pecan. Check that out. And it's right on pecan because I'm from South Louisiana. I know most of you guys say pecans, and that just right on pecan doesn't work. So you see our dot, you can see our dot right there, and you can see our groove right there. So we are right on this one, and top dead right there. So let's lock it down. And this cam only goes on one way. So you can see these holes line up right here. If I spin it 180 out, this guy, left one, lined up, right one, no bueno. So you can only do it one way, which is good. So let's get it back to where it goes and let's screw these in. Okay, we're putting our timing advance on here now. It only goes on one way. You got a little pin right here. It slides in right there. You just locate it and make sure they open. There you go. Next is our bolt to hold that timing advance on. Okay, so we're going to set our valves top dead center down here, and then 2/1000. Yeah, that's good right there. That's good. I've already done them both. So put our tappet covers back on. We're getting close to starting this. The next thing is we're going to time it, check our timing, so to make sure we're sparking right at the fire mark. So let's put our tappet covers on. We're running out of things to put on. Key on, we're all back together. Timing is close. Battery is dead, but we should be able to get this thing to hopefully make some noise. I did spray some carb cleaner in the bowl of the carburetor. We did clean out the jets, so let's see. Come on. Let's see, which way's choke? Let's go this way. Come on. Let's spray some juice in there, see if it'll make a difference. Oh, how about I put my slide in here? Okay, now that we got Redo Ricky out of the way, got our carb on, got our slide on, so we're good. Let's, key is on. Still have juice in the bowl. So let's try again. Nope. Come on, choke maybe. Come on. Come on. Let me make sure we're still sparking. Okay, we still have sparks, so let's keep kicking. Let's see. We did test compression, so we have good compression. Come on. Okay, let's try it this time with the key on. Let's try squirting some juice in there, see what happens. Well, let's open it up. That's bound to be enough to start a fire. Whoa! Whoa! Like I said before, I filled the bowl with carb cleaner, so we got something flammable in there. Okay, I've got the battery charger hooked up to it, so hopefully we get a little bit better spark now. Well, our lights do work, so that's good. Let's keep going. Ain't got nothing. Come on. We got good spark. It's on the right time. Shoot. We did solve one thing. That's got compression, right? That's got good compression. We fixed the bent valve. We got compression, but now we just uncover another challenge. And that's where we are. Guys, that is the beauty of these old motorcycles, right? You fix the first thing so you get to figure out what the next thing is. The bonus play, what you get to fix next. And we're not far off. I don't believe we're far off. Timing is good. Light comes on right when it gets to fire. I didn't clean the carburetor. I mean, I sprayed it out. I made sure the jets were clear, but I didn't make sure anything else was done. So we may need a little bit of work on the fuel system, which I believe could be it. But we're a whole lot further along than where we were. You remember when we first started with this guy, all the guts were out. The coil and everything was already out. So we put it all back together to find out that we had a bent valve, to now find out that we've got maybe a fuel related issue, which not a big deal. It can be solved. But it's kind of one of those things that you monkey around for 3, 4, 5 hours, and then it's still not running at the end. But it is what it is, right? You can't do anything about that. Sometimes these old guys don't want to cooperate with you. Like this guy, not being very cooperative. This guy was very cooperative. So you never know. Never know what you're going to run into. So that's how the old cookie crumbles, right? You don't cry over the spilt milk. It's kind of one of those things. I'm normally pretty lucky that these motorcycles cooperate with me, but for some reason, last couple of weeks, I've run into a lot of lack of cooperation. But it just forces you to check your patience, go back at it, and just do it again. We will come back at this thing next week and see if we can sort out the carb issue. We'll clean the carb. We'll maybe do a compression check, but I don't believe compression is the issue. We'll check our timing, all that other stuff just to make sure, and then hopefully we'll have a running 90. And let's be clear, it's a 90. So this thing should be running if you just kind of sneeze at it. So that's the good thing. But we'll get at it. We'll stay at it. It's kind of the way it is, right? How many of you guys get frustrated with your projects and just push them in the corner and say, hey, I'll get to you later? That's, I do that. But the good thing is I've got a bunch of other projects that I can move on to. Just keep a list of where I am on this guy, and I'll get back to it when I get back to it. But we're not. I'm not done with this because I want to ride it around the yard. Hopefully next week we have this thing running. So guys, I'd like to thank you for watching. Oh, whoa. Hey, remember to type I want it in the comments down below if you want to win this, and I'll send it to you. We'll do a drawing. Once this thing is running, we'll do a drawing. So every video with the ST90 will have a chance for you to enter, and we'll collect all those. We'll randomize it, and then we'll pick a winner out of that. And then I ship it to you. Doesn't cost you anything. So now I can say, so guys, I'd like to thank you for watching yet another episode of Motorcycle Rewind. And do me a favor, like, tag, share, and follow us on Instagram at Motorcycle Rewind. And go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Thanks again, guys, and have a great day. Okay, I'm gonna give it one last go. I forgot I had an electric starter with me. So I think we have an air leak right here. When I sprayed in, I just saw some coming out, which is understandable because I didn't change gaskets. So key on. Hey! Yes! That's a win. It made noise. We'll take it. We'll take that for sure. Boy, won't go home with my tail between my legs. I was defeated. Okay, so we discovered a few things. First off, it makes noise. We know it'll run, so that's good. The other thing is I know I need some gaskets. When I was spraying carb cleaner in here, check it out. I'll see if I can show you what it did, which this is a big, so let me choke off, wide open throttle, spray in, check out right here. See it coming out right here? I got an air leak. I got an air leak right here, which is probably causing my problem. We fix this and we'll pull this off, clean it, maybe make a gasket, do something like that, make that work, and then we'll be good to go. I had to. I was packing up, getting ready to leave. I saw the drill there and I said, let me give it one more shot. And it worked out because now I get to go home in a little bit better mood because it made some noise.
Little Honda sitting quiet, hair pulled off and the parts laid out. Last time we found the trouble, there was no need left to doubt. That valve was bent and crooked, compression had gone away. So we dug around the garage, looking for a part to save the day. One more valve, one more try. Little red Honda, don't say goodbye. Pull it up, set it right. Maybe we'll hear you run tonight. One more valve, one more chance. Come on, baby, do your dance. Kick it once, kick it twice. Make some noise and come alive. Nothing fancy on the workbench, just a part from days gone by. Clean it up and slide it in there. Sometimes used is worth a try. Set the timing, check the clearance, turn it over nice and slow. If we did our job halfway decent, this little ST ought to go. One more valve, one more try. Little red Honda, don't say goodbye. Hold it up, set it right. Maybe we'll hear you run tonight. One more valve, one more chance. Come on, baby, do your dance. Kick it once, kick it twice. Make some noise and come alive. It don't take much to keep us hoping. Just a spark and a little fuel. A tiny motor, a rusty start.